It is our next episode of. Wait a minute, girl, I was gonna say it all the way backwards.
She is tripping
Welcome
today.
back, y'all. We are lashing out and cutting up. This is our podcast, and today is about to be a real interesting one. It's gonna be great. We got two lovely ladies as our guests, and I'm gonna send it on over to my girl to let y'all know what our podcast is about and what we be talking about.
Well, I am Lucy. Today I'm Lucy. Nice to meet y'all. Glad y'all here. This topic today on our podcast is going to be male versus female Brazilian waxing.
Oh,
This is kind of our esthetician edition. All
Yes.
four ladies that's sitting at the table are estheticians,
Yes.
licensed estheticians. Congratulations to Zoe. She's the newest newbie Esty on the block.
Yeah, girl.
Yes, I'll give her a hands clap.
Congratulations.
But we're happy that you guys are here with our podcast, just to kind of give you an introduction on what our podcast is about. Basically is talking about spa and salon hot topics. What's the latest thing in the industry? We also want to educate our consumer about the importance of patronizing a licensed beauty professional and what that looks like and the difference, because there's a lot of people out here doing SD work that shouldn't be. And the last point about our podcast is we basically expose the bullshit through laughter and fun. Okay, so that's the purpose of our podcast. So again, I'm Lucy. I've been in the industry 15 years. I'm a licensed cos and a licensed Esty and a licensed instructor. This is my Esty bestie.
And I'm LaCut. So yes, I'm a licensed barber, also a licensed esthetician and licensed instructor. It sounds like a mouthful, but it's not. And I've been in this industry 8 years, almost 8 years now. So it's been amazing. So we're going to introduce our guests. So they're ready to tell us about their business and a little bit about yourself and what you actually do. So we'll start right across from me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mauricia. I'm a licensed esthetician. I've been licensed for about 2 years now. I own Prima Donna Wax Studio in Fairview Heights, Illinois, where I do wax everything, eyebrows down. I do not do eyebrows, but I do male Brazilians and intimate skincare, so bleaching, corrective vajacials, things like that.
Okay, so this episode is going to be good for you. You got some good tea for us.
Man, listen, I can write a book.
Okay, we excited. Excited.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I graduated this past October, and I'm a licensed esthetician, and I'm a lash artist.
Okay. Yeah, because we gave her a hand clap earlier, so she's recently
Shout
in
out,
the industry.
Hold
and-
on.
You ain't giving enough information, honey.
Let me just say this. It's the first time we're going to say it, and then it's off the table. Okay. So Zoe actually works in my salon, but she has her own business. What is your business?
And Zoe Beauty on all social media platforms.
Zoe Beauty. Okay, there she go.
Okay.
So now I'm no longer her boss anymore. I had to get it out.
Oh, yeah, Zoe, you got to promote your business,
promote
baby.
your business.
Got to promote your business.
Yes, it's about Zoe Beauty today.
Yes. Well, ladies, we are definitely glad you guys joined us tonight. So we're going to kind of get our episode started with a little story time. Okay. So with this one, our first one, and is for both of you guys. It's a question for both of you guys. So since you're new in the industry, you're pretty recent in the industry also too. How do you feel that beauty school or esthetician school prepared you for the real world? Do you think they did, or do you think that you could have learned some different things? What do you think?
Like your reality versus your expectation.
Yes.
So like, what did you expect when you clocked that? You at your time it was 750 or 700.
Yes, 750.
750. So at 750 and 900. So when you clocked that last hour, what was your expectation versus your reality? And did the school prepare you? Did school prepare you, rather?
I mean, I thought right off the bat I was going to find a job real easy, get into the life of things, but I found out very quickly getting into at least the spa industry, is very difficult, especially when you're fresh out of school. So that was really different, I feel like. than normal.
Yeah, it kind of was like you were thrown to the wolves a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, wait
And
a
I
minute.
feel like my school did a good job of preparing me for boards. But I feel like, but I also, I mean, I feel like they did a good job about teaching business and stuff. But I guess I'm just like a really in-depth person, so I would have wanted to go in like deeper in it. And I just felt like some of the stuff that they said was offered when I like signed up wasn't offered when I went there. So that's really my only thing.
Yeah, that some of the opportunity wasn't very available as you thought.
Yeah.
What about you, ma'am?
So I've always kind of been not to smack my own ass or anything, but I've always been kind of like a self-starter and like a fast burner. So when I went to school, I knew already, as you know, because we went to school together,
Yeah.
I already knew the niche I wanted to go into. I knew I wanted to be a body waxer. I knew how to wax. So what I appreciate about the school that I went to was I was allowed to really practice my craft. I mean, I was waxing.
You were to get in everything.
Yes.
You were able
They
to
didn't
get the
really limit
opportunity.
me. I was, practicing my craft, getting good at it. And I feel like I got what I needed from school because I really didn't need much.
You had that
but
goal
my
set in your
life.
head that
Right.
I was coming here for this purpose.
And
to get
anything
this
I learned
license.
after that was a bonus.
Yeah.
Right.
So anything, I picked up after that, and which honestly, to be perfectly honest, was mostly from my classmates. So anything I learned after that was a bonus. But yeah, so I appreciate school for that. The school I went to for that aspect. They really kind of left me to
They're like,
practice
hey,
my craft. Yeah,
you like this? We got these other things you learn, but you like this.
yeah, we'll let you do it.
Do it. Yeah.
And see, it was a little
Yes,
different.
I know.
Just wax everything.
She was my first. She did my first Brazilian.
Did. Oh, did she?
She did my first Brazilian.
Yes.
Because she was the girl around there. Everybody was like, Mauricia, that's what you gonna get. I was just like, ma'am, I've never had this done before. Ever.
It was your first?
first one.
Okay.
She did my first one. Yeah.
See, I get what you're saying because I know I went to a beauty school that's no longer, but literally my school, like we had the whole 16 weeks that we went from the beginning to the end of all the theory chapters. And then after that, we went on the clinic floor. So you like, wait a minute, I had to remember. So you did literally just 16 weeks of nothing but theory. Theory test, theory test, theory test. Then they put us
Then
on
you
the
got to
clinic
apply it.
floor. But then when we got on the clinic floor, because at that time, esthetician was like taboo. It wasn't a lot of people going into aesthetics, especially women of color. We were not in the aesthetic world. And so they didn't want us to do any services. So I literally
Wow.
I was a go-getter and and self-taught, but I literally probably did maybe like 2 facials the whole time I was there.
Really?
I did, I did a microderm and a regular facial. Other than that, the whole time I sat there for my 700 hours, I wrote my business plan on how I was gonna open up my spa. I didn't do no hands
was
on. I
ready
didn't
for
learn my
that.
hands on until I went and got my salon, and I ran a Groupon and sold $16,000 worth of Groupon. So I quickly had to learn how to do some facials and some body treatments.
Wow.
She was like, oh, I wasn't prepared for all of y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh shit! Damn. So yeah, it's really important to get the hands on. That's super important.
That's all I got. When I went to barbering school, even there, we did a lot of that. But when I went to barbering school, that was a sink or swim. Either you gonna get out here and do it, or that's on you. Because ain't nobody gonna make you. That's where I think I was when I did go to
The school we went to?
yeah. That I felt like this was light work, because when I went to barbering school, I had never touched a pair of clippers, and it was just like, here you go on out there. We're going to teach you some basics, but the rest of that's on you. You want to learn how to do a ball fade, you're going to have to practice that, and you're going to have to get out here and take these clients, because ain't no sitting in the back. There's a client outside.
Yeah.
That's kind of similar to, I don't know if you remember in school, that's kind of similar to esthetician school, because they did not teach us how to do a Brazilian. I remember I did the demo. I did the Brazilian demo.
I told her
You
that.
did.
I did. The teacher was like, making it, long story short, she's making it hurt a lot worse than it needed to for this girl. And I was like, let me do it. And I just knocked it out real quick.
Well, things have changed now. Yeah, they've changed.
Definitely.
They do a lot of hands-on stuff like that. It's just if you not a go-getter, then, you know.
Yeah, you do. You really do. In this industry, period, if you come in with a goal and you're looking to run towards it, move towards it, you got to be a go-getter. Because it ain't no easy industry. When you come in, you need to be prepared for a bunch of no's and a few yeses until you build those yeses up so they become a clientele. Because people will give you a try.
I do have a question for y'all, just kind of y'all's opinion real quick.
Michelle.
Okay, so and as far as aesthetics, do you feel like in school you need to go in with a niche? What are y'all thoughts? I tell
As an esthetician?
As an esthetician, do you feel like you need to go in school?
You have to, go in school. Not a going in, coming out.
Okay.
You have to have a niche.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Because in the aesthetics world, for our listeners and everything, even in 2023, people still say, what is an esthetician?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
People still say, so that means that our license still, we haven't arrived yet, in my eyes. So you do have to have a niche because we're skin therapists. That's what we are. And the hardest thing to build a clientele is your facials. Yeah. Facials is the hardest business even 15 years ago when I first became an esthetician versus now. It's the hardest business to build because facials are paid for through discretionary income. If you got it, to do it, it's relaxing. Everybody don't get a facial every 2 weeks. So you gotta have a niche that's going to pay your bills on a weekly, 2 weekly, 3 weekly. So you're a waxer, she's a lash tech. You gotta find. And a lot of times when you do facials, it takes you longer to build that clientele to go full time when that's your first primary niche.
I agree because I feel for the facial girlies because you have to prove that you are solving a problem.
You got to prove it. You got to solve problems to do. You just can't do that. And a lot of times is most of us women of color, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but most of the time with us, we don't have spa-like environments to go into right away. So if you don't have a spa-like environment, how can you market a true luxury facial? You gotta have the troubleshoot type.
And you do also have to really be conscious of what that means. If you have that's a higher end clientele. And I think people don't realize that when they do it. It's like you do have to realize it's a higher end clientele. Or are you going to be able to pull in that higher end clientele because those are the ones that will get a facial because you have something fun, something new to do. But if you're just a regular working woman, she's going to be like, well, what do I need a facial for? And if you don't solve that problem or give her that solution to what she thinks she don't have, thinks she don't have no problems, you can't create a problem.
Exactly.
You got to figure it out.
People that they need a facial. I don't have to convince you that you need to take the hair off your coochie. Like I don't have to. But
now some people you do.
Well, that's true.
But when they come to you, they already got their mind made up that I need to take this hair off.
Yes, I need to.
But it's still it still has to be sold though.
That is true.
You have to sell it. Yes. And that's where I think yes, that's what it is because a lot of times, I've heard about people getting waxed. That's why I always hear. I heard people get that wax. What they're like, I don't know. Do I need that? So you do have to be able to still sell it and also to find that problem. You ain't never felt nothing this soft before after this. Like your man is gonna appreciate it, honey. Like you do have to find those selling points to people that you may be a harder sell.
Right.
But it's that's the industry though. That's the one thing that you really do have to go get it. It's not, if you're going to do a business and be a part of it, because I ain't going to lie to you, it will stress you out sometimes. You'll be like, oh my God, I was booming. Then all of a sudden you kind of slightly came down a little bit, then you come back up.
In the slow season?
Man, the slow season to make you hate your life.
But see, I was different. I was what you said. When I went into beauty school, I went in with my niche. So my niche was doing lashes. And the only reason why I went is because I wanted to be a trainer. And the lady was like, oh, you can't be no trainer. You ain't got no license. And I'm like, girl, I got a whole lash business. I have been doing lashes for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I did go in with the niche, but I just quickly had to prove myself. But now, niches could come to bite you in the butt.
Yeah, if the industry changes.
No, not the industry. And what I mean by is, okay, so my niche was lashes and my business was Lash Loft. But I was an esthetician and I can do everything. So a lot of people, it wasn't until a couple years ago that I like made a stat of all my criteria. They was like, oh, I didn't know you do that. Because my business was Lash Loft and I do lashes. So they like, oh, I didn't know you did a facial. I didn't know you did a Brazilian. Like people just automatically assume that I just did lashes and just got the license to do that.
But see, I'm okay with that. I don't want you to, if you don't know that I can do a facial and I'm licensed to do it, I am okay with that.
She said,
fine.
don't even
But
worry.
when I first got out of school, I
it.
had a complete day spa. So I was
Understood.
trying
Okay.
to build that clientele,
Yes.
but my name limited it.
Yes.
Limited those
See, I
services.
named myself purposely too limited. Prima Donna Wax Studio. You're
Yeah.
coming here for a wax. Don't ask me about no facial. Don't ask me about no lashes. Don't ask me about any of that.
Yeah.
Even
But
though you might know.
you had a whole spa, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So just
Hey,
as we're talking
cousin
about the
Michelle.
niches, so and I know both of us because you've
Hi,
done some waxing
everybody.
too, Zoe.
Yeah.
So what would have been you guys' craziest Brazilian story?
Oh Lord.
We'll start because you got some.
No,
Let's start with.
let's not start with me.
I know we don't start with you.
I have to pick just one story to tell.
Come on, talk to us.
So I don't know why, but me and this other girl in my class got assigned to this client. I think we were trying to bust out the Brazilian waxes like on our signature sheet, like just get it done. And she needed a signature. So I was like, yeah, like come do this Brazilian with me. Cause I didn't really need it, I think. But we're in there, we're doing the wax or whatever. I kind of knew going into it that I would probably end up doing most of the wax. But I had faith in the girl. But the lady, she was just making comments about her like business down there, I guess. Like,
Well, share. We need details here. This is a podcast. This is after dark. What she was sharing? What she
was just,
say?
like saying like her business was like ugly or whatever. And
Oh,
then,
she saying
I
her
don't play that in
coochie
my
was
studio.
ugly.
yeah, and then she like her.
So what do you
Describe.
say? Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
her,
I'm about
like-
to change that whole subject. So what do you tell
her-
somebody that when they say they think
I
it's
don't play
ugly?
that in my studio. No, because there's no self-deprecation in my studio. This is a judgment-free zone.
Love
I
that.
I shut
love
it down
that.
immediately. You're not going to talk negatively about yourself.
I didn't know
in
what
here.
to say, so I just stayed silent because I didn't know what to
She
say.
said-
She was like,
So wait a minute. Was her coochie ugly?
I mean, it's not for me. I mean, I don't think so, but it's not for me to say if it is or not. It's none of my business. But like, anyways, my point is, her butthole was like out, like it was
Did
out.
She had hemorrhoids.
I
Was it a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
skin? She had
No,
hemorrhoids.
that or it was just like prolapsed. Like, I don't know, but
so
Wait, it was
after-
like what?
booty was
Prolapse.
all now?
prolapsed.
Oh.
It was just like out, and
Well, it would be painful if she had anal prolapse.
yeah, like she was fine. Like it wasn't
Oh,
like.
wow.
She probably had
Probably
hemorrhoids.
hemorrhoids.
But
Yeah, that was probably
this
hemorrhoid.
girl that I was doing the wax with. After she saw that, she like just dipped, abandoned me
Really?
with this woman.
Left you in there with the hemorrhoid
Yes.
ugly cooch.
Yes.
She said abortion.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoid ugly
So I just finished up the
Hey.
wax, and I still gave the other girl her tip, even though I did most of the wax.
No.
I wouldn't have gave her my
No, no,
tip.
no.
She
I
I gave her
borrowed
her
on
part.
you.
I gave her her part.
You're
of
so
the tip.
nice.
I know.
Did she even pull any? Did she pull any strips?
She pulled like 2-3 strips.
Then she said the
was
glory
done.
hole was just too far.
Yeah, it was just too
That
much.
was too far.
Yeah,
that was
that's
too
probably
far.
I mean,
Even
most of my
worse.
clients, a lot of people have hemorrhoids, so
I
they
think
don't.
yeah.
But I mean,
I don't think it was a
if-
hemorrhoid.
Oh, it was
I
a-
just
okay.
think
Oh, it was
I just
something
think
different.
it was prolapse.
I just think she gets really lit on the weekends, and that's why it was. Like
Oh, little anal ease.
that. Yeah.
Oh, she had some anal abrasions.
I mean, I guess it was just yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
before
Marie.
she wait a minute, but before she answered the question, I want to diverse for a second, because you said you don't let nobody talk negatively.
No,
you-
ma'am.
Well, I'm a little different. I'm gonna let you talk negatively, but I guess I'm more of like a realist. So in y'all profession, in your esthetician profession, have y'all noticed, do you agree that it can be some ugly or
No.
like horrific
I mean, no, because
What?
like everyone's different.
looking vaginas?
No.
They all look interesting. I don't
They're
know.
different, but I
It's
don't
none
think
of my
that-
business what the next person's vag looks like. Like I could care less.
But I mean, I'm not. I mean, but
It's
but
not
see,
for me to have an
but this is the
opinion.
thing. Now you got to think that the reason why people are doing certain things like getting Brazilians is because they're not confident. I mean, they want to be confident down there. So if they're removing the hair and it does look like just like we do facials, you're making it look pretty down there. You're not just
That's my
doing
point.
it.
That's my
Corrective.
Yeah.
But even if you call it corrective,
You're correcting the
still
problem.
making
Right,
it, but it's making it look better.
Right.
Because there's some girls that, they have meteor down there. There's girls that are hanging down
Skinnies
there.
and outies.
So this all depends on what you mean by ugly. That's my point. I don't know what ugly means.
I'm
This all
using
to
the
me
term.
looks-
Okay, so let's be clear. I'm using the terms that because we're on a podcast. I'm not gonna use those terms with a client.
Right,
client, I'm
right.
gonna say your coochie is ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Are we
I'm just trying to be
talking
visible.
Pubic mound? Are we talking like labia majora, labia minora? Or are we talking pubic mound? What
I mean,
exactly ugly? Like shaped? Like
I mean, ugly is in the eye of the beholder.
There can be some brown, like some. Look
But
like they
some
got-
people, okay, so for example,
up a little
is
bit.
some people a vagina, you could feel like it looks ugly because you have a lot of hyperpigmentation from the scarring because you constantly got ingrowns and you popping the pimples and you really just kind of damaging your skin. Some people can feel like the vagina is ugly because they've had too many children or too many sexual partners and now their labias are hanging. Bat wings. Because women that's my age, once you get to a certain thing,
Zoe can't
them
handle.
coochie lips gonna flap. And
Zoe
so
can't handle.
we've
And
had
that's
this,
okay. And
but
that's okay.
It's okay, but we've had this conversation. The reason why I asked is because I've had a client come actually to me where she was like, "Oh, I already know I need to get the labia surgery." The vagina surgeries and plastic surgeries is probably what a number one service that's about to hit the market in our industry. Like women that's getting vaginal tightening, women that's going in, getting the labias cut off because as your skin stretches, it don't pop back.
Right,
you know?
right. It don't snap. It don't have no muscle down there to even.
Well, it do at a certain
Well,
age, but
that
if
part,
you keep
but-
on going, it's gonna flap. Like her doctor actually,
what part of we talking?
the labias.
I know, but ooh,
You didn't know that? See,
didn't
y'all
know
ain't waxed enough.
Well, that's
then.
out of my
No.
scope of
I didn't know that they were.
What do you mean?
hanging. I didn't know they were.
Oh, you're saying
hanging.
hanging? Like I thought you meant tightness and the muscles down there.
That's in our scope of practice. It's the newest thing that's out now. It's a machine that's
Oh.
it's a handle that's on our cavitation machine that you can do vaginal tightening
Are
under
we
the esthetician.
inserting it?
Yeah.
Or, oh.
The school that we all
Hmm.
they just got the machine. They finna start putting it in the curriculum. It's on.
Oh,
It's in
wow.
our scope
Oh.
of practice.
I don't see.
But my client, but the point that I
Brazilians
was,
ain't for me.
but the
I
point
can't-
that I
can
was
only do so
making, my
many.
client felt like her vagina was ugly, and she said it. I didn't correct her. I mean, she said it, but outside of the room, I kind of understood where she was coming from because she was having so many female issues with it. Like it was okay, so you got your inner labias and your outer labias, right? Well, your outer labias, as you get older, she was about 60. So as you get older, those lips deflate. It's skin. You guys, we all took skin physiology and histology. As the skin stretch out, it's not gonna come back. Yeah, it's not gonna snap back. So they start to hang. They lose the plumpness. It's just like our face start to droop. Them lips gonna droop.
Yeah,
And hers drooped so bad that her doctor
I'm just worried
got
about
her
the whole-
insurance to approve it to get them cut off. That's how
Well,
bad it was.
I'm worried about the hard part is waxing that loose.
Well,
the
I had
skin
to
being
flop
technique
it.
to it.
I had to literally
Yeah,
do
that would be
this.
my
I had to do
concern.
this
Yeah, it,
and wax and then Yeah, it was like a whole big
But
layer
it
of
actually
skin.
might not be too bad then. If you can flip it over a little bit, you can.
No, but it's so soft.
I know that's my
It's
whole
hard
thing.
to pull it taut.
When you have older clients and you wax them, and then if their skin does hang, so two different things. You got to make sure you hold that skin taut, and then with older clients when they're they have drier skin or it's like crepey a little bit or like thinner, a little the tiniest bit of oil before you start your wax, like what would help with that.
Yeah,
So just holding the skin taut and then a tiny bit of wax before you oil before you wax, you're good to go.
Yeah, my waxing system uses the oil to do that. Yep.
Yeah. So back to
you.
your story.
So I don't think you're gonna. It's okay. So I just want to.
Your craziest Brazilian story.
You want one or two? What we got time for?
Let's do your one.
Do one first. See how long it is.
Because we're gonna have another option of telling most stories.
Just want to know, like, poop in the butt. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's not my craziest story. That's nothing. It's something that happens. That's not.
When you say poop in the butt, it's hanging out.
No, it's like a. There might be.
It's stuck in the dingleberries that we was talking about that one
there
episode.
Could be some back there. So that's like.
Do you charge
nothing.
extra if a person got poop in the butt?
No,
you don't.
I don't.
So what would you charge extra for? Not even trying to sidetrack your story, but
charge extra. Mostly full cheeks. Like if you're outside of your, say you and I mean I'm being transparent. I do. So if you have hair outside of your inner strips and you want me to go out like your full cheeks, I will charge for that. The happy trail, the area from your belly button down to your vagina, I don't charge for that. If you want to go a little bit farther outside of the bikini line, like a little bit further, I don't really charge for that. But full cheeks, yeah. Stomach,
booty cheeks, yeah.
Like
people be having booty hairs, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah. All right, back to your story. I'm sorry.
So I just want to clear the air. It's not going to be a poop in the butt story. So this actually happened recently to me. I have a client. Hello, Sammy B. I hope you're watching. So
okay.
No. She's
good with it.
Hear me out.
Okay.
So I have a client. She does OnlyFans, right?
Oh, she OnlyFans.
Yes.
Okay.
Disclaimer: this did not get sexual. I'm just the finish my story. So this happened recently. I have a client. She has an OnlyFans, and she came in and she was like, "Girl, I need new content." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "Yeah, at this point, I'm washing dishes naked. Girl, I need new content."
Oh my god!
And I was like,
know where this is going.
And I'm like,
I
was like, "Okay." She's like, "So can I record myself getting waxed?" I think she thought I was gonna say no. She don't know me. Like, I'm liberal. I don't care. Like, I have a ring light in my studio. I was like, "Yeah, girl, put your phone up there. Like, whatever." Like, she was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't care."
Y'all put the wax on OnlyFans.
So this is the thing.
I didn't know. I'd be like, I need my cut.
So no, well, hear me. Okay, hear me out. Sis,
baby, I'm hustling.
So let me. Same. So sis, I think because she thought that I was gonna say no. She was like, "Really? Okay, yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, put your phone up there." Like, yeah. She was like, "Okay." And I didn't know she was going live. She went live on her OnlyFans. She's like, "Okay, so
you can go live on OnlyFans.
You can go live on
OnlyFans.
So look,
give
she
me
was
an
like,
OnlyFans.
right?
Older edition.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it.
edition.
So she,
Bat wings.
so she, stop, not bat wings.
I'm sorry.
She went live. Before she went live, she was like, "Okay, so I'm gonna tell them to tip me on your OnlyFans, and whatever they tip me, like I'll give it to you." I said, "Okay." So she went live.
Girl, you finna get all these
And we sitting
estheticians,
there.
especially my class that's watching. Don't
So
be
look.
going on OnlyFans waxing.
So we're sitting here and we're live, and she's fully nude. That's the only difference between what we normally do. She's fully nude for just a Brazilian. So she's sitting there. I'm sitting there, and she's like, "Hi guys, this is my waxer." I was like, "Hi." And she was like, "I'm getting waxed today, whatever." She's like, "And don't ask her to do anything sexual because it's not what she's here for. She's just here to do her wax, and that's it. So don't ask her to do anything." And I was like, "Hi." So anyway, we did the wax, and she just kept saying, "Make sure you tip my waxer." I happened to look up in her wax. There were 1,200 people watching her live.
Girl, let me start me an OnlyFans.
So then, right? So then I was like, "Oh my god!" And
I'm gonna share your room with you, Zoe. We gonna start OnlyFans.
So then she kept saying, "Make sure you tip my waxer. Make sure you tip my waxer. This, that, and the third." I'm like, "Okay." And meanwhile, I know because we built a relationship. Mm-hmm. One, there's 1,200 people watching. Two, I know that's all she does. Sis has dropped out of school. That's all she does. I know the car she drives.
Everybody just had to give y'all $1. That's $1,200.
So I mean, from my tips, I did make $100 from her tips. Just
really?
in her live. Yep. Yep. So that was, I was like, okay, all
All
right.
right.
Girl, I told my friend that's a hairdresser, she was like, does she want to get her hair done naked? Because,
I'm next.
No, for real. I have some ideas now.
Oh
right.
my God, that is hilarious. Only
No,
fans,
that's-
fancy edition.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I didn't do anything. I want to put that back out there. I didn't do anything I wouldn't have normally done. The only difference was that she was fully nude for a Brazilian, but whatever. Yeah. That's number one craziest story.
All right. Well, we're gonna lead you back into our next thing, which is this or that.
Sure.
So with the this or that, so basically, if you choose one, you have to drink. We just want you to drink. So
Well, let's take a
So
toast.
I was
first.
just gonna say, so if you would like, we're gonna do a toast up anyways before we start this or that. But if you choose one, take a shot. If you don't
To
choose
us
one,
estheticians, the
Yes.
esthetician world,
Esties.
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 all right, ladies. All right, we've been talking a lot about Brazilians, so let's
Well,
change
that's
it
the
up just a little
topic.
bit.
Male versus female. We got to get on the male side.
Oh yeah, would you prefer to do a male or a female Brazilian?
Probably male because I charge more.
Okay.
And males listen to aftercare. They listen.
Sometimes women think they know too much. They
We're
know more
going to
than
take
you.
your shot for your one answer.
What? I thought if I didn't answer.
No, ma'am. If you do, give us
Oh.
one. Go and drink.
What? I thought if I did, that's why I answered.
No. Okay, so if you do
really
one, it's a shot. If
You
you
have to
do
drink
two,
either
it's
way.
no.
To what?
Both.
If
But
you
said
say
both.
I like to do both, then it's no.
So either way, I gotta take a shot. Wow. Okay. All right.
Go take your shot.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, personally, I've never done a man Brazilian. I don't think I would be opposed to doing one.
So if you had the option of doing a male or a female, what would you decide to do?
Well, I mean, just as of right now, a female because I've never given a man a Brazilian. So I guess female just for right now because I'm comfortable.
I would have
with
went.
that.
I would have went with the
Take
male just
that
for curiosity. Just for curiosity, I would have went with the male.
And I charge more. It's not just because it's a guy. I charge.
So why do you charge more?
I charge more because it takes longer and there's using more hair and it uses more wax. It takes longer because the last 10% of the wax I really have to slow down. Like I have to.
You do.
How much do you charge?
That's what we were gonna
for-
ask about. Okay, so
We'll come back to that.
when you want
Oh,
to,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so when you're waxing the balls, is there a technique? Is that where it's gonna take most of your time, or is it
Yes,
other?
you
That's
gotta
your most
slow
of your time. So when you say slow down, you just gotta section by section.
You really got to pull that
Tell
skin
us what
talk.
we-
Yes. Yes.
It's
And have
about
them help
pulling it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, have them help you.
So you can cut them then. If you
Wait.
ask
Whoa.
it.
What?
I mean, I was saying you can cut them because sometimes when you're waxing, if
Oh,
that
the skin can
yeah,
lift and
can-
tear.
mhm.
Yes.
So with male balls, if you wax them wrong, you're going to pull that first layer of skin and it's going to be totally raw. Like how you said you got scraped to the white meat. Oh, it's
Yeah.
the white meat.
Really?
And it bleeds.
Yes, and I
It
would never
bleeds.
use soft. I don't use soft wax in general. Just for legs and arms, nothing like intimate. But I would definitely not use soft wax on a male Brazilian. That's just a me personal thing.
And see, and I prefer soft wax. That's all
Yeah,
I use
me
on
too.
men.
See, that was gonna be my
I like
next
soft
one, but
wax.
don't worry about it.
Oh, no. Go into it. Go into it. I mean, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna ask well, you were gonna finish your story, but I was gonna ask if you would prefer hard wax versus soft wax.
On
And
what
not
part of the
just
body?
the whole entire body.
Just period.
Just
Hard
overall,
wax
like
versus soft wax.
hard.
hard wax.
100%.
Gotta take a shot.
I can tell you
Soft.
why. Oh my God, I forgot.
Just go and drink it. Go and drink
Soft all the way.
Take your
Soft.
shot too.
it. So why hard wax?
I gotta take a shot too.
Hard wax is. I'm trying to avoid my shot. Hard wax is more
I thought
gentle on this. So it's technique. It is technique sensitive. But I got that down. But it's more gentle on the skin. It kind of shrink wraps around the hair and doesn't take off that top layer of skin. So and then I do mostly Brazilians and underarms. So with a Brazilian, there's no way I'm doing a full Brazilian with soft wax. Me personally, I'm not doing it. But I feel like with hard wax, it is technique sensitive, but it's better on the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely say it. So Zoe, why you do soft wax?
I just feel like it's easier to maneuver and like you get a cleaner finish. And in school, I never was a fan of hard wax. Like I'd be in the treatment rooms, like literally cussing the wax pot out because it would make me
Talk
so
bad to
mad.
it.
It would make
Damn
me
you!
so-
Damn you!
I want to offer. I'm putting together a 2-day course for Brazilians, so I absolutely want to offer it to you so I can show you like how to
Maneuver
finesse
with hard
that.
wax.
Yeah,
We can talk.
Well, hold
after.
on, because there's another young lady at the table that only does soft wax. She ain't messing with
yeah.
no hard wax
I get
either.
it. I get it.
So yeah, software. I got to drink because
I already drank.
I'm like Zoe.
Drink a little more.
I'm not fooling with no hard wax, but my waxing system is formulated for that area, so it gets all of that clean. And so I just want to rip it off and then it just be so clean. Like I don't want to have to keep going back over it, that type of thing. I want to be
I
done.
do want to go ahead.
I will say, I will definitely say, because you did my underarms with your wax, and my arms felt amazing.
Butter.
It wasn't, I didn't get irritation like I normally, and I was normally
And
getting
so the
that a lot.
system that
But my
I
hair was
use-
long. For my hair to be that long, I didn't have no issues.
And that's what I was just about to say. The wax that I use is really not a wax, it's soy. So it looks like
Do you want to name the brand or no?
it's
'Cause I
New
think
Free. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
an instructor. I'm an educator for them too. But
Okay.
yeah, it's New Free.
Okay, I thought it was
I
Say
love
Brazil,
New-Free
but okay,
wax.
New Free.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
love
New
it.
Free. But I that's the only thing that I've learned. And so I just like I tried to do the hard wax when we became educators and I just couldn't get with it. And I know that wax was cheap.
Yes,
But still, it's still, I know it's a difference. But this is the one thing that I will say. I'm glad you are so adamant on hard wax because I'm the opposite on soft. But this is what I always tell my students or esties is that a lot of times, really the wax is on the esthetician.
Yes, 'cause
And not the client. So some people will let their clients come in and say, they talk so negatively about soft wax. It wasn't the wax, it was the waxer.
Hey guys,
That's what
everybody
people
that's in
have
the
to
chat. How y'all doing?
understand.
I see y'all comments. I see y'all.
Cam, hey Cam.
That's my grandma.
Yeah. And,
Hey
y'all,
Roy.
Shine.
Oh,
Hi,
so how
Ava.
about no?
Another SD. Our SDs is showing out.
Yes, thank y'all for coming through. We want to
Chevette,
keep
nah, I'm good on the hard wax. I was about to cry.
man.
Chevette is my client. Yeah.
But what you said, I'm with you. I love hard wax. I love hard wax. I do love your wax too, but I've never actually done it on anyone. So as far as what I would choose, hard wax all day. I don't like the idea that with that soft wax, boy, if you don't know what you're doing, you definitely taking
Now,
skin
I
off.
will say, soft
Definitely.
wax, you have to have the skill.
Definitely.
With
have to-
hard wax, you got a little bit wiggle room to kind of get it right because you can,
Yeah,
But with my soft wax, you can redo it as many as you want to. That's the kind of term. But I think that as an esthetician, we have to start getting in the habit of not really kind of sharing with the client like
what
the
we got
type
going
of
on.
products we use. I think we need to start preserving our products because I'm not using something that
they
you
can
can
even
walk in
get.
Sally's
Yes.
and get.
Yeah.
So
Right.
don't compare what I do. If you went to somebody and they're using some GG,
Oh Lord,
I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna
Triggered.
question I'm gonna question that Esty like, why are you using GG out of Sally's?
And
You
they
know-
really think it's cheaper, but it's really not.
Right.
It's not cheaper when you really do purchase the correct type of wax. You will actually. Be
I don't care
able
if
to-
GG is $2. I'm not using it.
Me neither.
I'm not.
It's horrible.
I made the mistake and ran out of wax and went and got one can of GG in the salon before. And when I tell you I was ready to cry, well, I was the owner, but my Esty that was waxing this lady, we literally could not get the wax out of her hair. And
Oh,
we had to
wow.
send her home. Like I had been waxing for years, and that was like one of my, them horror stories as an
Yeah.
owner. Like,
no.
shame on you. You shouldn't have ran out of fucking products, because
Yeah.
that fell on me. And to see that happen, I was in tears.
Now-
but that Gigi is horrible, baby.
Yes.
It's horrible. It'll rip.
I'll cancel if they. I mean, listen. If it's between Gigi and I'm just, you know what?
This is cancel. Because
We gonna reschedule.
And I understand
Oh,
that.
now I will. I'll
Yeah.
just be like, you know what? I owe you a credit. I'll give
Yes.
you a discount. I got to
Whatever
reschedule
you
you. Whatever you need. Yeah, I won't ever. You know, you got to get them gut punches. And that was a gut punch early on. And I think I had only been in the industry like 2 years.
Yeah.
I got gun punched real quick.
Hold on. We did have a question for you, Mauricia. So she wants to know who is, I can't read it. I don't know why. My vision is not good. Who was your worst client?
Yeah, who was your worst client?
Worst client.
It would have to do with their personality, not really the service. Because hair doesn't scare me.
Yeah,
Skin doesn't
it
scare
doesn't,
me.
yeah.
Even if you're overweight, if you have,
Move it to the side. Hold this.
That doesn't scare me. But
Bullet top. Yep.
yeah, I had a client who I don't even want to trigger y'all. I don't even want to
Trigger us, girl. That's what we're here for.
So one, he pissed me off.
That was a guy, too.
It was a guy. He pissed me off because he was like, "Yeah, I grew up in a neighborhood. It was nice. It was white. Then the blacks came. This, that, and the third." Basically, I'm
And he telling you
what he
this?
said. Yes. So I'm like, okay. So then he proceeds to. I guess white is supposed to be better, but then he proceeds to. He's coughing, which I have a mask on when I work. So he's coughing. He's like, "Oh yeah."
Hey, man.
He's like,
I wax with a mask on, too.
right. I mean, yeah. So he's coughing.
Different
Whatever. He was
reasons.
like, I'm not.
Different reasons.
Right. He was like, I'm not sick, whatever. I just got something in my throat. No, you're coughing. This man, do you know I'm doing something? I don't know if I was doing a half arm or something on him too. But anyway, he's on his side. This man coughs
And fart.
no, worse. I wish he just farted.
He shit
I
it.
wish, listen, no, listen. So he coughs into his arm. A hunk of green phlegm comes out. But listen, no. But
Definitely worse.
But I'm not even.
No,
okay,
that's the worst.
No, it's not. That's not the worst. Actually,
wait,
the plot
what?
thickens. I'd be okay if that happened. Get you a tissue. Go wash your
Wait a
hands.
minute, where the
whatever.
film go when he coughed?
So this man coughed and then scooped it with his finger and put it back in his mouth. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I pride myself on my work, but that day it was a get in, get out. I didn't care what hair was left on what. It was a get it. You already done pissed me off. You know what I'm saying, with your comment. And then yeah. So my worst client doesn't even have to do with, it don't have to do with hygiene, it don't have to do with amount. None of that.
Just
It's-
being nasty.
Oh my
that
God.
was I'm triggered.
That's disgusting.
Well, there you go.
real trick.
That's
Oh my
Keisha
God.
Martin asks. Hi, Ava.
So, okay, so we'll move over.
Kiasha,
We're going to
yay.
change, but I want to do one more after this one. So, both of you ladies have been in for a little bit. So, would you guys prefer to do booth rent or commission?
The way go ahead. I'm gonna let you answer.
Well, I'm about to be in booth rent right now, but honestly, just looking at like pros and cons of both sides, probably booth rent, just because you can really like personalize, I feel like, what you want to do, and you make the most money, I feel like. I mean, I feel like they're both good, but I feel like I'm team booth rent for right now.
Okay, all right. I like it.
Take your shot, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Tingly over here.
I'm
Give me a
also
little hot.
team booth rent. I love Prima Donna Wax Studio, but it's not my only form of income.
Right.
So, and I was in the military for 8 years, and I'm tired of. I want to do my own thing. I want freedom of my time. I want freedom of everything. Make my own decisions about.
Traumatized.
Oh my God.
But at least, though, see, I can see why you feel like booth rent because you were in the military, that you have to have structure in this industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't have no structure and you don't have those
Drive.
things in place, it's not going to work.
Correct.
You know?
So I've never, I've always worked for myself. So I started as soon as I got out of school. I figured out in Missouri, you can work with your student license, you can work under somebody. So
Hey,
I
L'Oreal.
immediately started working for myself, been working for myself ever since. I can't do it. I mean, commission, I personally, I'm not gonna say I can't do it. I prefer not to, and I don't have to. Thank God. Thank goodness. Thank
No,
God.
I'm
Roy
with you
said
guys.
booth rent too.
That's my dad.
Oh,
it's
it's
supportive.
y'all. Hi, Roy.
Hey, look at
Mr. Roy.
But yeah, I'm with you guys on booth rent.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. I did have to learn how to sit still and learn how to be smart about my money. When you first start off, it's really about being available and making sure that you can make the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would do booth rent all day long, and my biggest reason is because don't tell me when I need to be here and if I'm late or nothing like that. Nah.
And
I don't want to hear that.
so
you
me-
suspended me? Wait a minute, you firing me? Nah.
So
not doing that no
You
more.
got fired today.
We not doing that no more.
So LaCutts and I came from a unique situation. We started. We don't have to say where we started, but we started together this injury in the
Yes.
trenches.
She said in the trenches.
I was okay. Let me clarify.
love it,
I was
I
in a
love it.
storage closet. Technically, it was a storage closet. Okay, it was $100 a week, and that was what I could afford. I started off
She
in
was-
a storage closet.
Where we were both doing our SD stuff. Our first,
Oh, for real?
our first
Yes.
where we did our
Yeah,
rentals.
but I think we both were on the same agreement
yeah.
when she was trying to run it like, ma'am, we pay you. You're not finna tell us when to
She
be
wanted to
here,
be
when
like
to
a
report.
community. She wanted to be like a-
No, well, she was trying to do. A lot of business owners make the mistake and they try to run a booth rental situation like commission, and they don't understand it's totally two different business
And
models.
she was from, I mean, would you say the lady's like in her 60s? Yes. So the lady was like more so.
What you?
don't know nothing.
I think she
Ain't
might be
no
in her
nothing.
60s. And this is not bashing her because she gave me my start, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
on two different pages, and I just removed myself because I'm not going to tell you how to run your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, she didn't realize, like, one, she tried to have mandatory meetings. Ma'am, if I'm not driving 45 minutes if I don't have a client. Email me, text me, call me, beat me, send a.
This used to be all our conversations.
Yes.
You got
And-
the text message. Are you going?
And I'm not. But and on top of
Yeah,
that,
with booth rent, totally different.
she tried to like. Oh, I forgot my train of thought. I'm sorry, but
Basically, what she was talking about having those meetings and you weren't trying to.
it's
be
a
there.
meeting, and also, she didn't understand that people now, we're not walking in. You make an appointment. So she was like, "Oh, you guys are never. I need to know tell my clients. I need to be able to tell my clients when you're going to be here. Tell them to make an appointment. Here's my card." Like,
She sounded
Yeah,
like
she
the wrong
wasn't
way.
right.
she didn't. She,
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I love her to
I
death, though.
just
Like
thought-
I said, I'm
I
not
just thought
bashing
about
her.
it.
I'm not bashing her. She gave me my start. She gave me an opportunity. She only charged me $100 a week. You know what I mean? Well, I was in a storage closet, but she charged.
Now I'm the only one at the
You switched,
table.
though. So you had two, but you had
I-
the first one.
I
So
did
what was the
move.
first one? The first
The first one was a storage. I'm so serious. I had to cover the sign. It was a storage closet.
You know, because that was around the time I started. I was like, all right, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm about out of
And
here.
then it was other issues too, you know, and we went our separate ways. There's no hard feelings, but like I said, I'm not gonna tell her how to run her business, so I just removed myself. But she did give me my start, but that's why it didn't work.
Yeah. So booth rent was
Booth rent.
not the greatest experience in
Mine's
the
is
beginning.
mine's is still commission, and I know people probably be like, "Well, you own a commission salon," but I think it's because, so like I said, I've been in the industry 15 years. I like the fact that I'm going to tell you the schedule that, I mean, you know, because with commission, you can pick a schedule or whatever, right? I'm going to pick a schedule that's best for me, and that's when I'm going to work. But the reason why I like commission better, because I've done commission too, as an employee versus a business owner, is because I like the fact that all I got to do is get up, be cute, put on my little smock, and come to work and do what I love to do, and then leave. And all I got to do is escort the client to the front desk and let you handle them complaints. Let you handle the booking. Let you handle when they talk about, oh, the card didn't go through. I be so sick of that whole back end stuff that I don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So then I did it first. I did booth rent. Then I chose to own a commission salon for 15 years. And that's one of the reasons why I'm giving up the commission salon is like now the commission salon I'm ready to give away, because guess what? I want to feel like I felt as a commission employee.
Right.
I don't want to tell you
freedom.
what to do. I don't want to tell you when to come to work.
don't wanna manage
I
people.
don't want to manage people no more.
And me either.
I don't
Yep.
want to I don't want to answer your bad customer service calls or anything. I want to just fill the bathroom up with some good toilet paper and some coochie wipes and some butt spray and then I'll see y'all next week. That's it. That's all I want to do. Make sure the lights is on, and that's it. That's all I want to do. And be there if they need me.
But
and I want people to need me versus I'm forcing a situation.
Right.
Like I want people to be like, hey, I really need this. I really need your advice. I need your help instead of I'm forcing you. You got to be here at 9. Mm-hmm. You got to do this. You don't want to manage. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do for who wants it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just a shift.
It's crazy.
But I still love commissions better.
It helps you step away from your chair, though. You being able to have that commission business allows you to step away from the chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm retired.
But ladies and gents, if you guys want to call in, you guys see that number rolling across the screen. That's 314-269-0622. Look, it's going so fast. I almost didn't get them last little numbers. But if you guys want to call in, we'll definitely love for you guys to join the podcast. But we do have another one. This is going to be our last this or that. Y'all drinks is not finished. I need y'all to finish these. So we got anal bleaching versus vagina tightening. And we know this is kind of a newer one. Mm-hmm. Which one would y'all prefer to do?
Anal bleaching.
Both.
Easy. I do it now.
You said both?
Yeah, both.
I feel like, I can get my reasons.
Hey, Jordan.
Yes, definitely give us your reason.
Okay, I'm going to say anal bleaching because I still feel like entering, this is a me personally thing, whether we're legally allowed to do it or not, me entering into someone's vagina, I feel, a vaginal canal, I feel like it's outside of my scope and should be outside of my scope. As an esthetician and not a gynecologist, not a doctor, not a nurse practitioner. I'm not entering into anyone's vagina to do anything. Because I feel personally, I am uncomfortable with that. Feel like me personally, that is outside of the Mauricia scope. I'm not doing it.
She said, I'm going to stay on the outskirts. We don't need to be entering your neighborhood, baby.
Yeah, I don't feel like, mucus, or...
You can definitely mess up some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to.
But you can mess up some stuff if you do chemical pills. So I don't know.
That's true.
Outer versus inner.
I forgot. I don't know if I sent that to you. Did you see the young lady that got a chemical pill? No, laser. It was laser.
Oh yes.
It was a laser service, and she was well, we go by Fitzpatrick's, but she was a darker skinned young lady.
Yeah,
like a 6.
And she was more of a 5. She was probably about 4 or 5. Yes, and you can see where they hit her with the laser. It was bad. And the poor lady's face looked like it had been burnt off.
I keep telling people, you got to go with the basics. If the laser machine is picking up color as Black African American women with melanin in your skin, you need to quit trying to get laser hair removal.
You don't agree with it at all?
Wasn't.
I'm really asking because I'm considering it.
It wasn't even
because if you think
it wasn't actually sold as a hair removal. It was
so they lied to her.
It was for corrective.
For hyperpigmentation.
But see, that's that's the IPL though. So it's 2 different types of lasers.
Yeah.
So you got the laser, the true laser machine that really melanin skin can do. Mm-hmm. But now they got the newer machines that are IPL.
Yeah.
So they're marketing these IPL machines as if, this is the machine that a woman of color could use. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm still just old school. Mm-hmm. I feel like melanin is melanin. Hyperpigmentation is hyperpigmentation.
Yeah.
If you got darker skin and it looks similar to the hair or whatever it's supposed to correct, the laser is not human. You know what I'm saying? It's not human. So I'm opposed to doing stuff that if it's the basics that say you can't do it until you prove to me that you reinvented the wheel and she used to work for them, but we went to it. You was at the training. We went to the training and the lady was uncomfortable. It was a very known salon and spa in St. Louis. We went to this laser training and I asked her, do you sell laser treatments to your African-American clients? She tiptoed around it. Well, yeah.
Because he was talking about the Fitzpatrick scale and how
but the Fitzpatrick says that the laser picks up dark. So if you got a woman that's a Fitzpatrick 6, How do you know that the hair is not her skin?
Dark skin, dark hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. And
She
I
could
wondered
not
that too.
answer me.
And I wondered that
and
too.
I said, see, I have a problem with people and your integrity in this industry.
Yeah.
If you can't be honest with people.
Yeah. I agree.
Sometimes the honesty is truth hurtful, and you got to turn down that money.
Yes.
You
yes.
cannot do
You can't
everybody.
be ashamed to say,
And
I don't
so
know how
I'm
to do
like,
that.
why do you want to do laser if you cannot, if that's not your clientele?
Yeah.
I
Or
would
if you can't-
also like to point out that they also use satin smooth for their wax.
Christ.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm so
Jesus.
serious.
And they
I wish I
charging
was
$150
lying.
for Brazilian
They
waxes?
charge-
Hold on, who's
$20.
charging $150 for
I mean,
a Brazilian wax?
that's what they price.
150 US doll hairs?
A $20
Baby,
eyebrow
this
wax.
the tea.
No, for real.
150? I'm raising
Who
my
we talking
prices.
about?
I'm raising my prices.
We don't want to get sued.
I don't know.
We don't want to get no
Oh.
attorney
I'm
letter
raising my
sent.
prices.
Yeah, no.
150?
I'm sorry.
She
My
used to
mind
work
got-
for 'em.
I got what you're saying. My mind went somewhere else. I was looking.
You know, they're horrible. And I have a whole vendetta. Like,
And they use satin smooth?
yes. Yes. And they use the same exact
Fix it,
tint.
Jesus.
They use the same exact tint that our school
Oh,
used.
Sharon, call in.
Wow.
2690622. She said she did a transgender Brazilian. We want to hear about that.
Oh yes,
Oh, I
please
have
call in.
too. Yes, I
that
wanna
phone
hear her
number
experience.
is 314-269-0622.
2690622.
So she did I guess we're here when she did a person that was transgender.
Wait a minute.
Your
Okay.
client said don't raise them prices.
Oh, Kiasha?
Oh, I said her name all the
Yeah,
way
her name.
wrong.
I mean, yeah, her name's Kiasha.
Kiasha. Okay, Kiasha.
I
I'm
want
sorry, I
for
didn't say your
you.
name.
She said loyalty. Look, I'm loyal.
Ava said mermaid wax. What y'all feel about mermaid wax?
I feel like there's a dupe available. That's the same thing. And I use that.
What? Who?
There's a dupe
There's another.
for
Oh,
mermaid
another
wax.
brand. Oh,
Yeah, it's the same thing, but it's a lot cheaper.
really?
Yeah,
You don't want to share the name?
Well,
But-
I'm teaching a course, so you know.
Okay.
But yes, I do
Said,
feel
I'm
like
not
mermaid
gonna
wax is
tell
amazing.
all my business. You
Yeah.
just said that.
What?
Don't need to let everybody know. Don't let the consumer
Some of the
know
game is to be
everything.
sold and not told. Some of it. Some of it. But
See,
yeah,
I be having a different philosophy.
you do.
I share the game because guess what? You still ain't gonna do it as great as me.
That is true.
I don't care what
That's
class
true.
you take. You can pay me $1,000 for my last class, and
You ain't me.
you ain't me,
Yeah,
and you ain't never will be.
I love it. Yeah.
But I'm gonna teach you how to get close.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get real close,
Oh yeah. But you're not gonna be me.
but you ain't never gonna
I
be
feel
me.
it. I feel
Yeah,
it.
no,
I
that's
I'm
feel
cocky
it.
like that.
I feel
That's
it.
a respect
love
for
it.
everybody. That's you can't do what I do.
But see, I'm at a different point in my career. I'm ready to pass that torch.
Yeah.
And so with passing the torch, you gotta make somebody else's just as great as you. Because
That's
I gotta
true.
have people to refer to.
Yes.
Like, cause I ain't
I
doing
can't do
nothing.
them all. I can't wax all the
I
vaginas.
quote
I-
was
yes.
told by the person that was like my mentor that, oh, when I'm done, I'll teach you everything I know. Wait, why you gotta be done and put your clippers down before you can tell me everything you know? What?
See, I taught, but you know what? I started teaching as I started realizing it's a downward slope and it's ready for me to hang it up. I started
Yeah.
trying to see who's gonna
Coaches
be
don't
my
play,
next
you know?
best. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta pick your recruits.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you
'cause
gotta
you
pick
gotta
your
be
I feel it. I
recruits.
feel it. I
Keep
feel
the
it.
standard at least.
Did somebody have a? Oh, I thought were you about to say a
Sharon.
question. Was somebody about to call? Did you
She
have-
was,
Well, we was trying
but
to see if
she
she could
might
call.
she might not still be on the live. I don't know. We'll have to move
She might
on.
have got on, might have not.
Yeah.
All right, so for our next thing, so we do salon tea. So this one is really kind of wrapping us up a little bit. But what is something new that you guys seen that you guys want to offer? New service.
I'm considering, because I don't consider myself, I call them facial girlies. I don't consider myself a facial girly, but I do know how to prevent and correct and treat ingrowns. So being that I'm in Fairview Heights, Illinois, right near Scott Air Force Base, a lot of men are forced to shave. So I'm considering offering facials for men and women, really, that want to prevent ingrown hairs and PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, for those who don't know, from ingrown hairs, from hair on their face.
Right.
So I'm considering doing that. I'm probably
I
going to
think
ask
you
for a
should
couple
definitely
models.
do it. I think there's a market there. There's a product line there that even as a barber, like that's much
Is that a
needed.
prevalent issue? In
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
okay.
with black men.
Yeah,
for
of
black
course,
men, for
yeah.
sure, because their hair is like we have the
Coarse.
curly
Coarse,
hair,
very
the
coarse.
curly hair, and a lot of them, especially when you got barbers that don't clean their clippers or they're not taking care of the skin, and a lot of people when when they're doing these bald fades, they're using a clipper to shave it down bald and then take a shaver back behind it,
You're not
and
supposed
a
to do
lot
that?
of times,
Are you not supposed to do that?
well, this is where I think the problem is lying with that. It's the shaver. What's happening is that shaver is cutting so close to the skin that hair might be in its mid-cycle of coming out, so it's curling back in
Under the
that
and
skin.
it's going under the skin,
sense.
and it happens a lot in the back of the neck, and that's a lot of times depending on the texture
Which
of the
causes
person's
that
hair.
cottage
I really
cheese look.
right, and I
So
wish they
that's
would
what
come 2
happened.
weeks or a week after they get. That's kind of what I wanted.
And it
to-
always is like, it's even because at
Yeah.
first I was like, dang, how do you treat this? That's why I was like saying that, like, that's a good idea because I was thinking about ways to treat it and help them heal because there's a lot of men out
Let's
here
work
right
on
now.
that together.
That's, girl, that's why you think I said it was a good idea. You think I'm
let's
not
work on
gonna,
it
as soon as
together.
this end, then we like, end, cut. So what we was just talking about? Baby. No, but for real, it is an issue, and it also is an issue with women too, because
Right.
what happens is, and this is what I found also too.
Got PCOS.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing the dark spots, or they're plucking and they're breaking the hairs.
Now I
and
do
the
educate
hairs
my
are-
clients. Like, listen, give me at least 3 weeks worth of hair growth, and then don't tweeze, don't pluck between your wax, so you can get all your hair on the same growth cycle.
That's what I
and
say
then
too.
We can
Do not do
There you go.
anything because I hate when you didn't plucked, you didn't
All the hairs are on the
shave,
same
and so now
cycle.
you feel like my Brazilian wax wasn't smooth, but really it wasn't my Brazilian wax. It's
You
what
didn't
you
get all that
did,
extra
and
stuff
you
in
didn't
your
cut
hair.
the hair down too low, or the hair's not long enough,
Yes.
or you didn't dug at your ingrowns and caused all these pimples and
Yes.
all those types of things. I do have a quick question. This is kind of an add-in. How do you all feel? How far can you? I know the skin is the skin, but how far can you go with what you do on the face versus what you do on the Brazilian? Meaning, some people, like I was just told by some newer esties that they're getting ready to start doing chemical peels on vaginas. I think that that's too strong. What is your thoughts? What y'all thoughts about it?
I personally wouldn't want a chemical peel down there just because, like, they can, like, it's just super strong. Like, or it can
I
be
feel like it might leak down.
right, and it, like, it
what
moves.
happens?
Well, that skin
That's
down
easy
there
to
is a little
prevent.
different though.
It is different.
So
So
it's
And I see, like,
It
maybe,
absor-
like, the top part.
the
like,
pubic mound, yes.
Yeah.
The pubic mound. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can see that, but anything past
yeah,
that,
anything.
no.
Yeah, I can see nothing.
Not
I
at
disagree.
all.
You
What?
disagree?
I disagree. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
You
Yeah, I
disagree
do.
what?
We ain't gonna fight you for it.
No. I'm not. I was
No, you said you could do it or don't.
you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can, and I do actually. But yeah, you can do
Because I know everybody's doing
certain-
facials, vajacials and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. So a certain peel at certain percentages. Like I said, I'm starting a course, but certain peels at certain percentages, I feel like you can. I've gotten amazing. I can show you on my phone. Instant
Results.
Instant. A shade or two. Now, not everybody qualifies for.
There you go. I think it's going to be a
quick
matter
bleach.
of
It's based on the,
making sure that you guys are paying attention to the client that we're talking about. No, everyone
Do you
doesn't qualify.
I don't know. Oh, it's a pocket. I don't know. I was
Yeah,
gonna
we can
show
show
you.
No, you go
that.
ahead.
So let me make sure my screen's bright.
See, that's my whole thing. Is a lot of people.
Before her first quick bleach and her second quick bleach.
Mhm.
So,
But you're doing a chemical peel or you're bleaching?
so I'm doing it's a process
you're
too,
cut-
but
you're
part of
doing
it
both.
into it, part of it into it is a chemical peel.
Okay.
Part of it into it is a chemical peel. Yes, oh, I got another one too. Just one more I want to show you. I don't get to show people. You know,
I guess it's because we have taught. And we see what these students do when we
Now, it can
ain't
get crazy.
watching
It
them
can get
behind
crazy.
the
And
doors
that's
and the
where-
curtains.
it can get crazy.
That's
And
where
I
it gets
don't.
a little bit
yeah, so it's
hairy.
like
But yeah, you got to know what you're
I'm
doing.
about teaching the basics and doing a little bit advanced stuff, but some of the stuff I feel like not it's good for you. You've been out 2 years and you've, like you said, you got your niche and
Niche, yeah.
you are,
one.
incorporating those new things into that. Oh,
After one. one quick bleach. So
Yeah, and that's a thing of making sure that when you're doing those things, you want to be knowledgeable about them. You just don't want to be just saying, because I think what people hear when they hear chemical peel, they're just thinking the worst.
Yes, and there's levels to this.
There's levels to our
Nick would
peels,
say.
so it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to put.
And it
a
depends on the
high-level
product
peel.
that you use.
Yes,
Because it's. I mean, you would think that it could be. Well, at one time we was doing elbows, knees, and toes. Look,
Feet,
Oh, yeah, we
toes,
did.
and
We
heels,
did.
and heels,
So,
and knees, and elbows.
but it's all going to be about that skin. It's going to be about how that
Not
skin's
everyone
gonna
is
be
a
able to
candidate.
tolerate. Yeah, you can't. I went. That's why I say it's about really educating people and making sure that they're understanding.
and telling them, they don't listen for 24 hours to have sex. With a quick bleach, you gotta wait 72. So
They get hot and bothered. First of all, you
listen.
know
I only do
people
the
don't like
clients I think is
listening.
gonna listen for real.
Thank
like,
you. I just say
okay.
they don't be wanting to listen.
Right.
But that's where I would go with it. I say it just you need to make sure that, and then anything that we do, we always need to make sure we're educating ourselves on it because we get doing something on somebody we don't even know. And a lot of times we try
And
a lot
do it
of
on
stuff.
yourself first.
I was hoping to say you try it on yourself.
I do.
I
But-
did an anal bleaching before.
On yourself?
No,
Oh, okay.
I was the model at one of the beauty
Right,
shows.
okay, I was trying to say
My
like she
butt
was
was
in-
all in
I was
front. Oh, you went to that one, didn't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was not
You didn't
there
go
for
into
that.
class. Oh,
No, I didn't.
it didn't even feel like nothing.
I bet
It didn't. It
would.
didn't burn or tingle or nothing.
No. It's a new product. You know how they just like you got New Free or Satin Smooth. It's a product that's coming out that's called anal bleaching.
So
And
wait,
so they
wait,
want you
you know
to
what?
dive into their product and you purchase their product. But it's
I was
real
always
non-invasive.
Did you see? Did you see results?
I ain't even
You
see
didn't
it.
even look. You didn't
No,
look.
I ain't look.
Because I was
just
just
a model.
about to say,
I was
because
just
for
a model.
a long time I thought people were bleaching the hair down there. I
No,
thought
they're
that
bleaching
they
their
wanted the
booty holes.
surface
Yeah.
to match
Their,
their
chocolate
drapes
star.
in there. Yeah, so it's lightening it.
Yes.
Yeah.
but I
You
know
ain't
now.
hear
I
Kanye
knew
say
that.
that on his.
I knew that. Got it on my.
Asshole. And I get bleach on my t-shirt.
Hey,
I'ma feel
Damon.
like an asshole.
No, they're bleaching butts.
Yeah.
The whole.
Yeah, but for a very
But
long
see,
time
to
I
me,
thought it was.
Girl, that's a
something
whole
totally
different topic of conversation. I don't want you all in my butt.
I mean,
I get it.
but you got to think,
point?
like she said,
Ain't no
Somebody
bleach
bleach mine
it.
and bleach mine, please. I
don't
can't
even know
bleach
what
my
it
own.
looks like.
Huh?
I don't even know what. Like, why would you necessarily need it to be bleached unless
That
you are
means
into
they-
something?
If you're unhappy with the color. If you're unhappy with the
How
color
do you
back there.
even-
But I'm
Oh,
not
I'm
seeing my
looking.
butthole.
Oh, I'm bending over. After my Brazilians.
That's them
I need to
only
look.
fans.
Okay.
That's them only fans and them
Yeah.
Do you look?
no,
She
yeah,
looks
I
after her
look.
Brazilians.
But
I'm
look.
not alone.
I was about to say I would look after a Brazilian.
Now I'm
but
looking
I
at my
wouldn't care.
Brazilian, but I
I'm
ain't
bending
looking at my
over, spreading
butt though.
cheeks. I am. I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at
I
it.
am.
I want to see.
How? First of all, wait a minute.
You want me to know how?
How in the world is the angle even
Oh,
right
see,
enough?
oh, you
to-
gotta figure
Now
it
you
out.
gotta turn your
Flexible.
butt around at the mirror and
Right.
spread them cheeks,
I'm
girl.
trying to figure it out.
And look behind you. Yes.
I ain't looking. I'm feeling for
or
hair.
squat
I'm
on
just
a-
feeling
or
for hair.
squat on a mirror.
But even if it isn't the color that you
Oh, I
expected,
didn't like
what?
open the legs and look down with the little mirror and looking down and see
Yeah.
what it looks
I
like.
want to see what they see. I want to see,
I'm
Are
gonna
they
look at
even
my
seeing it?
vagina, but I'm not looking at my
Oh,
butt.
they can
spreading
see
it.
her.
Girl.
They can see it.
What?
Can we ask him?
What?
She said, can we ask him?
He's like,
When you, I have a question, sir, Mr. Sir,
Mr. Mike.
Mike, I have a question. When you are assuming that you're straight, because I don't assume, you probably, okay, cool, yeah, you are. So when you have sex with a woman and y'all are doggy style, can you see her butthole? Okay, well,
So, but even with it being
I
right
saw they
there,
bleaching
Wicked
into-
ass.
does
He
the
said wicked as
color
wicked.
matter?
So
Does the
is
color
it
matter?
okay?
Hold on,
So
don't
wait a
walk
minute,
away.
another man. Does color
Don't walk
matter? And is it
away.
an ugly coochie and a cute cute
Lord,
coochie?
she really, we bringing it back, baby. What we gonna do is bring it back.
do you care about color back there? Like say
Because we were talking about
Yeah.
anal bleaching.
Mhm.
So
So do you care about color back there?
are they all just
Like
brown?
do you care like you like oh she like it's like a porn star like she all one color or is she a little dark you don't really care?
It's all brown. It's dark.
really
it's
brown.
dark
Dark black.
real
So
yeah,
dark.
she's
it's
super
some
fair
girls
skinned
that's
and then-
very dark.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said I've seen a couple, but
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I mean, I just wonder, like I said, I told y'all they could see it.
eh.
That seems like something more so women to get done for themselves.
Thank you.
Kind of.
Because
Yeah, I don't
y'all
care.
want to be
Guys
bent
don't
over
care.
looking in the
They
mirror.
don't care. He just confirmed
Bent
it.
over and
I can't see a better go.
Ass
I
up.
can do this.
He said,
I
"I'm not
wouldn't be,
gonna deter
I
me."
would think that they would do it for the man, not them. I wouldn't do it for myself. I don't see it.
I wanted to look. I just wanted to look nice, like you know what I'm saying.
So it is a cute coochie and an ugly coochie because you want it to look cute.
I want it for me.
Just tell us if you ever.
Oh,
It's an ugly
hey,
coochie.
thank
Like,
you.
the
I'm
coochie-
staying out of that.
Okay, wait, nope. I know
Okay.
you.
It is a cute
but
coochie versus
we,
the
nope,
because
we
we
gotta,
looking.
you gotta
It's
answer. We
preferences,
finna take
okay.
this last shot.
Okay, I'm listening. Yes, ma'am.
So, is there an ugly coochie?
No,
No.
in my opinion, no.
I feel like if
He
you think
said
coochies
yes.
are ugly, you're
Yes.
not a feminist.
Okay, so this is my thing.
What?
'Cause
I feel like if you
What?
think that coochies are ugly, you're not a feminist.
I think they're different, but
Well,
I'm not.
I guess
ugly.
I'm not a
exactly.
feminist.
They're
I
different,
think
but they're not
penises are
ugly.
but I mean, I still would.
Okay, but that's different.
But I don't.
No.
But I do think there's ugly vaginas.
I don't-
in
I
I
only
just
certain
feel like they're
situations.
different. I don't feel like they're. I don't think.
Right.
There's
it's-
no-
I don't think it's
oh,
a
there's-
right to
And I'm
call
not just
somebody
saying
else's
that.
vagina
I
ugly.
really mean. I'm not just saying that. Like I really mean that. Like I don't think there's like ugly coochies or vaginas.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call them. But
Yeah, that.
I don't. Now I think if you want to make improvements on it, if you feel like for me,
I
for
would.
instance, like I get ingrowns and it cause PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. I want to clear that up, but I don't think my vagina is ugly if I have that, or vagina is ugly. But if you want, if something you want to
Are we
change
just
about
being
it,
messy and petty? We want to call them ugly. They all ugly. Men genitalia and women genitalia are ugly. They
you know,
are
I'm
ugly.
realist. I'm gonna tell you if it's ugly, cute.
I think a woman's body is beautiful. Like
That
oof,
body is
Everybody's
something
body
different.
is not
dude.
cute. No,
Oof, I just.
everybody.
She is one of those. It's black or white, baby. You're
It's
not
black
gonna
or
see
white.
yourself. You're not gonna. Say
I'm not gonna sit you. I'm not gonna sit. It's just my personality, and it's no offense to anybody, but
Yeah.
I'm just one of them people. I'm like a realist to the 15th power. Like
Sit in my view. What I say, what I think.
no,
what I
but
feel.
I'm not going to press my view on nobody, and I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna disrespect nobody, and I'm not gonna say you ugly or girl your coochie ugly.
Sound like, sound like a grandma I didn't have before that would say that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. This is just, I'm just saying it. I'm gonna say it to myself.
I feel like there's improvements that I can make. Like I ain't got no lashes. I'm gonna put on some lashes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel that I'm ugly because I don't have lashes, or my
Okay.
brows are naturally thick. I'm gonna change that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I'm
So you-
ugly because I get my brows done.
Well, one, you're not ugly, so then that would be a reason why
You're
you
not
would
ugly,
say-
but
yeah.
I think you were a poor. That was a poor
It was
example.
a,
She was like,
okay.
if you was
Fair.
if you was a
Fair.
weird looking person and said, I don't see me
Why
as
would you
ugly, and
say
somebody
it?
was like,
Oh, like old girl at school.
no,
She
no,
ugly.
No, we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say
I
that.
ain't saying it.
I don't. Lord, take the wheel. This woman ignorant as hell.
Jesus take the wheel.
I know I need Jesus. I call on
need
him every day.
Jesus.
Just like when I had my 3 kids and I had that fupa hanging down to my cooch and I couldn't see it and I had to keep lifting up. I felt like it was ugly and I took my butt to the DR
But I
and
think-
got it cut off.
But I think
Okay?
would you
So I'm just saying, I go call some ugly a spade.
okay, so let me ask you this. Is
But
it,
it's preference,
is
though,
it really,
and it's to
is
the eye of the
word-
beholder.
Is the word ugly really just meaning something you dislike?
For me, yes. That's it.
Okay, I can see that.
So
then.
that's what that's
Yeah,
why I was like,
that's
sometimes
my, yeah. So you
sometimes
gotta
when people say
dissect what I
certain
say.
words, they have an intention behind it that is not always what everyone else is like. That UGLY,
Like, you
you
sure
ain't got no
is ugly.
You ugly. You ugly. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, no, like we do know that everything is up for whoever thinks what is beautiful is what is beautiful. Because
Now, I will call stuff ugly, but then I'll also say stuff is different.
no, I think vaginas are ugly. I don't care whose vagina.
Oh,
I'm not looking at your vagina.
agree.
I don't. I think vaginas are ugly. I think penises
All
are
of
weird
them?
looking. I don't get it.
You think all vaginas is ugly?
Yeah, I don't want to stare. That's why I decided not to do Brazilians. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop doing this. This is not for me. And maybe if I thought it was pretty, it would be maybe better. I don't know. But it's just
I don't
it
think
ain't-
that they pretty.
Dressing
I don't
just
call them
subjective.
pretty.
Do I just see subjective? I'm just a vagina. I'm gonna wax it and get my money.
There you
Maybe
go.
Well,
I'm just
I
like,
am the
yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
I'm like that because people ask. I know we were talking about male Brazilians versus female Brazilians.
Yeah.
I am the same way. Somebody asked me, was like, well, do that mean you like girls sexually? No, it's a coochie.
If anything,
I mean, when I got my esthetician
Hat on? Yes.
white coat on,
Yes.
and I'm being in my professional mode, it's a vagina.
Yeah.
And this vagina just looks different.
And you
I
know-
totally agree.
and
I'm
I got
not
a lot
judging.
of that in esthetician school. Like people were like, "Oh, you just want to do Brazilians? Are you gay?" No.
Yeah, I'm not
Is
gay.
that- is
but
that really
this
a thing?
Brazilian I can do in 15 minutes.
Thank you.
And I can charge $65.
Thank you.
That's $170.
Preach.
For 30 minutes.
on.
And it's
Come on.
$340 an hour.
Come on.
And that's more per hour that I can make doing.
Working and doing a whole lot
I
of
can do
stuff.
that more than I can do lashes. Even though I charge $300 for my lashes too, and I can do that in an hour. But I'm all about the money. But I
Yes.
also love what I do. So no, that vagina, I'm going to wax it good, bad, ugly, fat, small. I'm going to wax you in 15 minutes
And get you bald.
Fat and small.
and
get
get
your
you
money.
bald. Yeah, because I
Yes.
specialize in plus size girls.
Same.
And
Same.
because I did
Laid
not
back, baby
like
girl.
huh?
So get that laid back,
I'm
baby
like,
girl.
come on, girl, help me move this little skin back, baby. But I still got
you
them
got
done
it,
in 15 minutes, though.
Yeah.
Regardless to how bigger woman you were or how smaller. So it was never a judgment.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, male Brazilians are harder.
Yes.
And I really probably hats off to you for doing male Brazilians, because I've had a couple of weirdos where they feel like they judge you. They think that you're going to do a happy ending.
The thing is,
I'm not
Don't
going
make
to
that
happy
face.
end you.
I think my demeanor maybe is so I don't know, but they don't try me. They do not try me.
When
And if they
I was,
did, baby, we can end this right now. Like,
well,
we
I
can
got a
end it.
mean demeanor too, but I
Yeah.
think what happened with me is we had some massage therapists that was like 2 doors down that was giving
Doing
happy
stuff?
endings. And so, but they couldn't wax. So when they came down, they like, oh, they some pretty girls down there. They with y'all some pretty girls down there. They doing happy endings down here. So I know that you're gonna give me a happy ending with me coming to get
And
a
I'm
wax.
not.
Yeah, and a couple
If
of times
anything,
they
I'm
like rub my leg. I'm like, hey, I'm finna put you out of here if you rub me one more time.
Rub your leg, unhand me. What? No.
Yeah, I had a little old man do it.
Oh,
Yeah, he
no.
was like,
Yeah.
he's like, you got to done quickly. I'm like, sir, this is it.
It's not about.
He was like, well, I'll pay you more if you do it again. I said, no, we're not gonna double exfoliate.
Right.
You're done. I said, and you about to get up out of here. I said, you touch me one more time, I'm gonna hurt you.
When
I
I
said, but
was
I'm-
Fingers.
when I was younger, I was working at Massage Envy or Massage Lux, and some guy called and asked if we offered happy endings, and I was
He
like,
had the
not
nuts.
called.
yes,
he had the
called.
nuts.
He
Pun
called and
intended. Too
asked
bad
if
we ain't got
had
our thing.
that.
He called and said, do you do?
No.
Yes, and I was like, no, and then I hung up the phone, and then I just
Like,
my
that's
manager,
illegal.
and she had to like
It's
put him on
definitely-
like a list. She had to like block
A
him and
block
like put
list.
him on like a list. Yeah, it's like a whole
So
thing.
you got a list. So that means.
I'm
so
surprised
he's
that
not
they
the
don't think
first.
that it's legal in Illinois, even though it's not, just because of all the strip clubs.
But strip clubs don't mean that prostitution is legal. Prostitution ain't legal.
I
there.
know, but you know, people is retarded. They think because they can cross that bridge and because they can go to Brooklyn, they think that everything that go in Brooklyn goes on in Shiloh
Facts.
or Fairview or
Facts.
Collinsville,
Oh, facts.
and that's not the case.
Facts.
People do think that.
No, they really
think
do.
that because what go down in Brooklyn, that Illinois is just fair game. They do, and I'm surprised you haven't been
Ladies,
challenged
y'all be
more.
safe in these streets.
I will no.
Get you a little
I
switchblade.
will cut a fool. I will
Yeah,
cut a
it's,
fool.
Oh,
but
yeah,
people
I'll fuck-
don't
I'll
realize
fuck a
what
man
we
up.
go through as skin.
Yes.
We dealing with the skin covers your whole body,
Yeah.
Largest
and
organ.
so the largest organ,
organ.
and people think that we'll get down.
Now we had a reading
down
rainbow
and dirty.
moment.
The largest organ.
I'll pray for the day. I'll wait for the day a man wants to try me because I'm not going for it. Not.
What
Yeah,
you
and
gonna
you
do?
shouldn't. And
I'll be
most of the
so
time,
professional. Well, this concluded our service.
You gonna leave them half waxed?
Yes. Don't try me. What? And I'm gonna charge you. Okay, this has concluded our service for today. You've crossed a boundary I'm not comfortable with. So
yeah.
ahead and get
And most of
dressed.
the time, you just have to be able to stand your ground. I don't
Yeah.
think it's very common for most men to do that, but I can see
It's
why some men can be, their thought is, if this thing is going on over here, then of course.
And it's not just men. Like,
You are
people
right.
are just can just be disgusting in general. Like, there's women out there who are just nasty. So
Oh, we talked about that.
There was a never mind.
Go ahead. Speak your man.
I had a girl. I talked about this in therapy.
Chevette says yes to the 15 minutes. Nelly, can I get one more appointment with you, please? I might have to go on away. We under construction right now, Chevette, but you know what? I probably, I got you, girl. I got you.
So there was a girl, y'all. She had shit in her labia. There was shit.
that's a UTI.
What's
in
going
her
on
labia.
here?
I think she
How
was
you get
wiping
shit
the wrong,
in the
I
front?
think she was wiping the wrong way.
Oh my god,
She had
I'm-
diarrhea.
I don't know what she
that
had.
poor girl.
She had
That poor
shit
girl.
in her labia.
I know she was burned.
I wish people called in because I'm going to be like,
In her
why
labia.
don't you go wipe yourself?
I thought you would take a shower
In
before
her
you came.
labia.
right.
You ain't even
Girl,
take
you
a
got
shower?
traumatized. Look at her. She
I
was
am.
traumatized.
First of all, she got too many stories. I wouldn't even know if I would want to wax no more. You got, Sally, you got a whole booklet of stories.
How about the girl that comes and smelling like fish and she got shit in her labia and her man dropped her
Whoa.
off?
So her
Whoa.
man, this woman's man did drop her off,
Oh, see, I
and
fought
they
the
lived
man.
together. And she had shit in her labia.
Oh, that's nasty. Hi, Riri.
Ew.
Yeah,
Do you charge extra? You can't.
no.
You can't be disrespectful.
So do you not require
had
that everybody
shit
like
in her
wipes
labia.
before you wax?
Say again.
Do you not like have a policy like where you have everybody wipe before you wax?
So
them?
I
'Cause
suggest.
that's what I plan on doing going into
Yeah.
booth rent because I'm going to be offering Brazilians. So
Mhm.
I'm just going to have everybody. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can just hand them a
Yeah,
wipe.
just go
Some people
wipe.
still don't. Some people still don't, girl.
We talked about that
Why?
with the
Still don't.
podcast with
Why?
Aja and Merlin.
Well, some
it's some
people
people that
don't-
don't know that they funky.
Yeah,
And
and,
that
I
you
think
got
that
that stuff.
sometimes I think you're thinking I don't need it, and if they came and
Girl,
they
if
had
if
they
it's
didn't
not
need it.
8 a.m. and you just rolled out the shower, you need it.
The thing about it is, I feel like I'm the most like easygoing. I don't care about
She
a whole
really
lot.
is.
But shit in your labia.
That's
I feel like she no Marisa is one of those people that will sit and she will go through a whole service smiling and talking to you,
I don't
and then probably
yeah.
as soon as you leave, be like,
That's me. See, I'm harsh
she
and
is.
hardcore with y'all, but I am not this
that's
when
how
I got
you-
on my esthetician jacket. I'm not. I don't talk about my clients' business. I
Right.
don't talk about like what's
Right.
ugly and what's not.
Yeah.
I don't put
and
their
that's why your
business out
clients
there.
go to you though. That's one of the things.
And
I
you
really
have to have that level of professionalism.
Yes,
But that's the
absolutely.
purpose of this podcast. We exposing the bullshit because people don't understand the bullshit that we go through, and we want to
The
educate.
literal shit
In the labia.
in the labia.
Was it diarrhea shit or hunky shit?
It was dried up. It had been there a while.
What
was
are you
dried
doing?
up. Yeah.
Girl, she
Well,
got
he
a
hadn't
yeast
been down there
infection.
nowhere.
She got BV.
I think she was
She has
wiping the
all
wrong
the
way.
infections.
She probably was.
I think she was. How else do you get that?
And
It
on
was
top of
dried up.
It was
Girl, that
dried
was there
up.
from yesterday.
Yeah.
What this say? My first Brazilian. Well,
My-
Marissa was an experience. I'm surprised she didn't tell me not to come back.
Nah, baby, because I'm patient. We gonna get it done.
Oh yeah, because you know that's
Look at
scream
Chevette.
and shout.
Yeah, we gonna get it done.
But no, I'm sorry, and I know we about to be done. But have you had an experience where someone actually got off while you were waxing them? That's what I thought you were gonna say about your girl that did the.
I ain't had
Oh,
that.
nah.
Yeah, I've never
No.
experienced that either.
No.
I had a man's penis
Fortunately.
go up,
Oh,
That's-
yeah, that
that's
happens.
the reason-
And you know what? I think, and I'm not a
but I
male-
thought that was a perv.
No. I think because when you
Because why
when
would
we're
you
about to
if
get a
it's
Brazilian,
painful?
well, when you're about to get when your heart's beating fast, that's blood flow.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, true.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that's what
Getting
that. I'm
in.
not a doctor or whatever, but I think that's what it is. Like it's just literally like
It's
your
blood
heart's beating
flow.
fast and blood is flowing to that area. That's what I think. I would like to
But
be.
a woman,
We ain't got no.
That's why I said. That's why I was
but
like.
she
I
said get
wondered-
off though.
Get
That's
off.
what. That's why. Yeah. That's
Oh,
why I
some
said
people
that.
do like pain.
That's the only
Right.
reason
I
asked
was
because
thinking
I
more
figured
so of
men
loving
have
the
gotten
pain
excited,
part.
but
He got.
women-
Yeah,
I never
wasn't
thought of it that
thinking-
way.
I wasn't thinking about the rush
Yeah.
like that.
Some people do like. You're right though.
They like that
pain. Yeah,
that fixation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. That's why I thought I was like, because
I've had a man, and I thought I was like, you know what, I'm finna watch you because I thought he was a perv because it's like I'm waxing, it's like brrr, and then he did not come back to me. I did. I'm like, let me move these nuts to the side. Let me move this little weenie to the side. Have you ever waxed a man that weenie was just so little you couldn't even see it?
Girl,
I'm not
And
gonna
it just
body
looks
shame.
like it just looks like a big like.
I'm not gonna
Little
body
thumb.
shame.
It ain't even bigger than my dick. It's,
Literally.
it's a little stub.
I mean, to be honest, it could be big, small, whatever. Does it have hair on it? Yes, no.
I'm just
But I
that
feel-
wasn't
but I
the
feel
question.
that-
Yeah,
no, yeah, of course,
yeah, of course. When I'm looking at it as a esty, I'm not analyzing it, but I'm sure talking shit.
You know,
afterwards,
I'm
like,
surprised about how
penis was little as hell.
I'm surprised about how comfortable
What the hell?
I am. I'm surprised how comfortable I am. Like
Just moving it around.
like moving around a penis.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Now most of the time I have them like hold it and move, but I'm surprised how comfortable
Because
I
you
am.
got
Well,
a job to do.
so when I wax, I had tell my clients up front, I'm not bringing out all these towels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a professional, ma'am. I got to see your vagina. We're
Yeah,
not
that's the whole
putting a
purpose for you
towel
being
on
here.
this side and then moving the towel.
No, yeah.
No, ma'am. I'm not putting no extra towels. We finna get to it. We finna
Yeah.
get right to it.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that with my males too.
Yeah, I agree.
We're getting right
Yeah.
to it. I'm gonna leave a towel for you to cover for when I walk in the door because I open up the door and close the door. But then I'm moving this towel and we're gonna get to
Yeah.
it. Yeah. It's people that
They're shameful of that to get in the process, even though they're like, you might as well just come in here like we know each other. So I was like, we best friends now, right?
Yeah.
We best friends. Like
real
you
acquainted.
know me better
you
than
know me
most.
real proud.
You know me very well. So but ladies, we definitely enjoyed you guys tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thank
us.
you. I want to say I've always wanted to be on a podcast. You guys, thank you for helping me
Yeah,
make my dream come
same.
true. I didn't know what I was going to talk about ever being on a podcast, but like I was like, this is a perfect opportunity. Like you're asking for me specifically, like a beauty professional. What? Yes, I want to do it. So thank
Of
you so much. I really
course.
appreciate it.
No, you guys are welcome. If you guys want to shout out your businesses before we do go ahead and get out of here, if you want to let everybody know what you're doing, how to get in contact with you, because you've been
Where
dropping
to follow you.
all kind of trinkets, like baby. But
Let
yeah,
her go first.
Yeah, I'm Zoe Beauty. That's ZOBEAUTYY with an underscore on all social media platforms. And I just uploaded my first vlog on YouTube, so please go tune into that.
Yay. Go Zoe. I'm so proud of her.
Thank you.
Awesome. So again, I'm Mauricia at Prima Donna Wax Studio on all platforms. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. That's where I'm more active. PRIMA DONNA Wax Studio. Yeah, if you want to book an appointment, I'm in Fairview Heights, Illinois, at the Salon Lofts. So come see me. I'd love to see you.
Oh, I used to be there.
You did?
I was in the first room when you walk in the door.
To the left, to the
As soon as you walk in the door, that one with the wall.
with the window.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That was my suite. And then I was on the back side across from the two ST rooms.
I'm in 8, or right down by the bathroom, loft number 8.
Oh,
Across
yeah.
the bathroom. Yeah, with the glass.
I had moved in when they first opened.
Oh wow. Oh.
well,
Sarah. I love Sarah.
Yeah, I love Sarah too.
well, you guys know who I am. I'm LaCuts, and we got Lucy over
Shout
here.
your business
yeah.
out.
Oh yes. So yes, gotta shout out my business. I'm He Spine Grooming. Make sure y'all check me out. I am on Instagram as LaCuts. Check me out on LaCuts. The booking is in the I would say the Bible. Well, not the Bible, baby. Not the Bible. But in my bio. So definitely check me out. Take a look at me. And I'm also doing my 7-day challenge that I think I'm on like day 8.
Day 8.
I need to get back at it. But definitely check me out and keep up with me on my daily challenge that I'm doing. But yeah, I'm gonna send that over to you, Miss Lucy.
All right. Well, I am Lashing Out Lucy. You can follow me on Facebook. It's my real name, Natalie Harrison, but Instagram is Lashing Out Lucy. I'm a serial entrepreneur right now. The biggest thing for
serial
me,
entrepreneur. I love it.
yes, right now the biggest thing for me is that I'm converting my commission salon over to Sweet Beauty Lofts. So at the Lash Loft, we will have some beauty suites in Brentwood, Missouri. And then also I am launching my lash extension class again every month, starting in March all the way through August. So Check me out on Lashing Out Lucy on IG and Lash Loft on IG.
Yeah, we'll give everybody a little hand clapping. Y'all need to drink the rest of these little drinks while we get on out of here. Y'all drive home
Thanks
safely
for tuning
now.
in. Follow us on Instagram, Lashing Out, Cutting Up.
Yes, and the link will be in our bio also too. If you guys want to rewatch this episode, but definitely check us out.
Ooh, Shyla said, make sure you book me for commercial cleanings. Yes, I need you. We under construction.
I wish, but I got an 11 by 9 space. I mean,
Bye,
ain't much to
Titi
clean.
Joyce.
You can sleep
Hi,
it yourself.
Riri.
Is what you said. She said, I ain't even worried about it. You
Yeah,
over
a little
there
11 by 9.
focused.
Look, God bless and good night.